Hey, welcome to Demos on the Radio. I'm All My Knives.
And I'm Torraine and
And we're two friends and independent artists making a show about the music we're working on.
And the music we love.
And on today's show, we're discussing a remix that we enjoy more than the original song.
Yeah!
Stick around.
Pass me the chord and turn it up slow. From the back of the car, we're playing our demos on the radio. Playing our demos on the radio. Playing our demos on the radio.
Hey, Torraine.
Hi!
How's it going?
Quite acceptable.
I agree.
Can you believe it?
I cannot.
We're still here.
We're still
kicking, you know?
We've made it to episode 5.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Do we want to introduce the topic yet?
Tell the folks what's going on.
All right. We're going to be talking about a remix of a song that we enjoy more than the original. We might still enjoy the original, but we definitely have strong feelings about the remix.
Oh my God, I'm so excited because I know what song you chose, but I don't know how you feel about the original.
That's true. I have not disclosed to Torraine any thoughts about the original. She knows that I like the remix. And I have strong feelings about both.
I'm so excited. Maybe you should go first.
I can go first. Do we want to go right into it?
Yeah, let's get into it. Tell us what you chose.
Okay. I picked a remix of Lorde's Supercut, in particular the LP remix with Run the Jewels. It's a strange collaboration. Mm-hmm. I think when I sent it to Torraine, you said you were surprised it even existed.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So, were you familiar with the original before you heard?
No.
Okay.
And that I think might have a lot to do with why I prefer it.
Answering a lot of questions already.
And
question.
Yeah.
You hadn't heard the Lorde Melodrama album?
I had not.
Okay.
I had heard Lorde's Pure Heroine when it came out, and I didn't follow up with Melodrama when it came out.
So wild to me. That's so wild.
Yeah, I still have yet to hear it. Maybe I should listen to it.
Oh my God. Are
I've heard Supercut, but I haven't heard the album.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
I can't. I'm like, you're blowing my mind.
I've listened to the most recent one.
Yeah. But okay.
So I just asked, were you a Lorde fan before hearing the remix?
No, not really. I wasn't a Lorde hater. I was just, like I've said in the past, I was Lorde neutral. Great name, Lorde Neutral. That's not true. I would say I was even a little more positive than Lorde neutral. I was like, oh, she's got some really interesting ideas. But she was never an artist that I went to a lot.
Okay, I'm just surprised that we'd never spoken about that. I've never spoken about the album with you. Okay, go on.
Yeah. Well, I guess the reason I love this remix is because it is a great example of how different the steps of songwriting and producing are, and arranging are. Yeah. And how a song can be completely changed by the choices you make in terms of key that you surround the main melody with, and also instrumentation and production. And this, they didn't really change the main melody of her voice in any way, but they put it in a completely different world. Run the Jewels did when they were producing this, and they took what is sort of a nostalgic mid-tempo pop. To me, it sounds kind of like a teen movie pop song.
God, you have to hear the album. Everything bleeds into each other, and that is an important song. In the storytelling. But go on.
Yeah. Well, they twisted it into this really dark, sinister.
Yeah. The vibe is very different.
Very different. Sometimes a frustration I have when I'm writing a song is that I'll have a lyric and maybe a main melody that I really like. And then when I start to go to compose around it, I just don't feel like I'm creating the right mood for it. And usually it's because I'm picking notes or a key that I think is going to work. And for some reason it's just not, or it's working, but maybe it's just not delivering the mood I want.
Yeah. You feel like you're failing the good initial idea by not putting the right things around it.
Yes. And sometimes I'll wonder is this the main idea that's wrong? or is it what I'm adding? And it's almost always what I'm adding.
Yeah.
And I'll keep coming back to the main idea. And I really don't believe in throwing out songs from that for that reason.
Yeah.
And I think the Supercut core idea is really good and versatile, and you can tell because it works in these two versions. I have a much stronger preference for the remix version. I think the original is fine, but it's not a song I would go to to listen to on its own. Maybe in the context of the album, I'll change my mind. But I also think it's not. A lot of what I'm enjoying about the remix is the mood, which happens to be more my style. This dark, sinister mood is
this like dungeness.
Is dungeon. Yeah.
Sinister.
Exactly.
Great word for it.
I agree. Also, Lorde's part is so cut up to the point where it's almost more of like an instrumental feature or in the background of the two rap verses by the rappers. So calling it a Lorde remix is maybe a little
It's like a Lorde interpolation.
Yes, it is almost a Lorde interpolation. I wrote down in my notes, it turns it from a party song into a warning siren. And I kind of just think that's so cool. How you can take the same song, the same Supercut like melody is there. They didn't pitch her voice. They didn't like, auto tune it and like shift all the notes around. Like the main little refrain is there for a snippet and everything around it has been rebuilt. So that is kind of just a threat.
I think it's stretching the idea of a remix,
It is. Oh, I'm sure Lorde fans hated it.
That's what I'm imagining, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, it feels like the kind of, I call them handoff remixes, where it's like, a record label is like, we need to cover these markets.
Right.
And then the artist is like, sure, whatever, like do what you do. Hand it to like the hot producers in these sections.
Yeah. This would be a weird one though, because I don't feel like as a record exec who are not notoriously that creative, I would be like, I don't know, I wouldn't pick Run the Jewels as my first, like, that's the market that's going to fuck with Lorde.
Yeah.
We're going to make them.
That's why I feel like it stretches the concept of remix in the sense that I think it's more like an association with Lorde as opposed to like a remix with Lorde. It's like, it has her name on it, but yeah.
It's a weird one. Of course it's weird. I picked it. I like it.
I don't expect anything different.
What are your thoughts on it? Did you enjoy it? Do you think it's an affront to Lorde's name?
Okay, so I will say that it's hard for me to say what it would be like because I think the way you heard it is the way it was meant to be heard. Yeah. That remix is made for people who have not heard the Lorde album.
And that's hello, I'm the audience.
It's a way to take it somewhere else.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I feel like the people who really enjoyed the Lorde album, like I did, probably are not going to enjoy that because it's a whole different universe.
Yes.
Like, I can't say that it's bad. It's just like I'm not able to hear it for what it is.
Right.
Because it's so far removed from any of the like inclinations or inspiration or sentiment of the original song.
Yeah.
If you listen to those verses, what they're talking about has nothing to do with what that song is about.
That was one thing that I was going to bring up is like lyrically, I do think it doesn't do a huge service to the original song in terms of like retaining any of the lyrical sentiment.
Yeah,
And that is a little bit maybe of a shame because it does kind of just become a good but somewhat normal like flex song. I would probably feel differently. Yeah. I can't even say it's bad. It's just like a different song. It's just a different song. Yeah. It's just like the only thing that connects it to being a remix is having Lorde's voice on it, kind of. Sometimes. I know. I feel like remixes tend to fall into a couple camps. One is the like, my least favorite camp is the like straight house flip where they take a random song, they put a bare bones house beat underneath it,
God.
and they make it go for 8 minutes.
Okay.
And I hate that shit.
Okay. So that is,
and that's not this.
it's not that. I think that's like sort of why I had some like kind of prejudice against remixes of when I see like, even an artist I love, I'm like, oh, remix out.
Yeah.
I'm like, because
that's kind of the era of 2010s, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'll never forget being in like an H&M or Zara or something like that, and then hearing an Adele "Someone Like You" house remix.
Yes.
I was like, no, don't do that.
What
don't
pissed
do
me
that.
off for years early on was that like when Lana Del Rey was coming up and she really blew up on her first or second album, it was like kind of the same Born to Die and then re-released as Paradise. Her number one song on Spotify was the stupid
Sadness.
Summertime Sadness EDM remix.
That was a big song.
Hated.
That was a big song.
That one felt like an affront to me because I was like, "This is not a Lana Del Rey song.
Yeah,
like, if you like this, you don't like Lana Del Rey."
Yeah, but that's what that was made
Yeah,
for, and
exactly.
that was like her most popular song for a really
For a
long time. Like,
yeah,
that was a whole phenomenon.
it was.
Unbelievable.
It was. I tend to be more, I like a remix that gives me something entirely new. That's what I want from a remix.
Okay.
Do you not? Or do you want somewhere in the middle, maybe?
Well, the one that I feel like this ties into my
Let's
one
transition
that
to
I
yours.
chose. Yeah, because I think it ties in perfectly.
Okay. What are you choosing?
Oh, yeah. So I chose Mariah Carey's "Thank God I Found You" (parentheses Make It Happen) remix.
Right. Okay.
Featuring Joe and Nas.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to give a little history, okay?
Yes.
On what Black people were doing in the 90s and early 2000s, okay?
Oh, I'm an expert already, but go ahead.
Okay. So this was a popular thing where a Black artist would have like, it's usually like girls, it's like usually like a women who like straddle this line between like maybe they do R&B or like pop influenced R&B, or maybe they just do pop music but they're associated with R&B because they're Black.
Okay. Right.
But they're somewhere in that like space of like, you know, maybe they have a top 10 song and that's considered like mainstream.
Got it.
But then they would do their urban remix for urban radio, which is what I think it's still called.
Oh my God, is it really? It might
I'm
be.
pretty sure. But yeah, like, so if there was a pop, like the album version would be like this one that they think is like, oh, this will be like top 10 on Billboard.
Yeah.
And then they do like the version to cover the Black market.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And usually I think like, actually, this was like a natural inclination for Mariah because she started as a pop vocal artist, but there was like lots of conflict with her record label because she's credited as being like probably like the first, like the person who made having a rap feature on like a pop or like R&B song like really popular.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And there was like a lot, like the Always Be My Baby, like remix had Old Dirty Bastard on it, and he was originally on the original, but the record label was like, no.
Interesting.
So there was a lot of like, Mariah's like, you know, she's working with, it was weird, like they didn't want her to like, you know, like, oh, she's working with all these like hip hop people, and it's like, you know, she's Black, right? Like, but I think because like people saw her as like racially ambiguous, they were trying to, her record label was trying to like
push her in the more like
it was like they wanted people to not realize that she was Black or something.
Yeah. Oof.
So anytime she like did like work with like even like R&B artists, they're like, can you just make it like more of a pop? So anyway,
right.
So she would often like have her like album versions of songs, and then she'd do like an R&B or like hip hoppy like influenced remix, and they were always like, she'd work with one person for the album, and then she'd usually hook up with like Missy or like a Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, who are Janet Jackson's like main like producers. For
cool.
the like, you know, or Babyface. These are like her her main people she'd go to for like the urban like mixes.
Remix. Okay, got it.
So this is what happened on this one. On the Mariah Carey Rainbow album, I think it's the final song. It's called "Thank God I Found You."
Yes.
It's featuring Joe, who's like an R&B artist who was popular at the time, and it also featured 98 Degrees.
Right.
And the song is like it's a very like straightforward, like it's mostly like what they would call like a vocal pop performance.
Okay.
Like,
right.
It's just like a big, song. Oh, we're singing like, it's really straightforward.
That's exactly the word I would use. When I listened to it, I was writing down notes and I was like, pretty. And then I kind of stopped there.
Yeah.
I was like, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's just a pretty pop
it's
song.
Just pretty,
yeah.
And it was popular, was released as a single.
Okay.
And then she did the blackety black version. And everything's different about it.
Right.
There's even like kind of a different chorus, and the beat is different, and it's way more like groovy and R&B. And, there's a Nas feature. I think Nas starts off the song it starts off with a rap, and then he has another rap.
It definitely starts with a rap. Yeah.
And it's just like a groovy, and it just feels so good, and has like a quintessential like late 90s R&B feel to it. Like that, I don't know, that beat is like, I don't know, there's something just feels warm and like nice about it. You know what I mean?
I agree. Actually, I'd never heard Joe before, but when I listened to that,
okay,
and I got that same warm nostalgic feeling where I was like, ooh, this is like that good nostalgic hip hop.
It's like quintessential. It's like if you looked it up in the dictionary or something, like this is you want to hear
rap sound.
Yeah. It's so beautiful. So it just makes you want to like, I don't know.
It is warm.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Talking about the way these songs are marketed, I'm going to talk about the music videos.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're both like kind of performance-y type videos. You know the types of music videos where it's like, sometimes it's like footage that's on like tour performing, whatever.
Yeah.
It's one of those types of videos.
Okay.
However, because Mariah is a vain diva, it was clearly like this, like it's like a performance, looked like a festival or something. Mariah's on stage with 98 Degrees and Joe.
Okay.
But there's like cuts of like tight beauty shots.
Of course.
She's in the same outfit, but clearly this is not that performance. It's sharper. It's close as like wind blowing. Like her hair is like blowing so beautifully, and it's like, this is clearly a soundstage. But it was meant to look like, oh, these are just the tight shots from the performance. But it's like, girl, your hair was not blowing like, it looks like this fan is 3 feet from your face.
Right.
That is not the performance.
Right.
but she looks stunning. She looks beautiful. She looks amazing. The remix version is also a performance video, but she's in like a jazzy lounge looking club.
Oh, okay.
Motherfucker, she has a box braids in.
Ooh, okay.
And a tank top and like a diamond cross chain.
Wow, okay.
I'm like, okay, like the song is already what it is.
Okay.
I felt like, okay, have you ever seen Mariah Carey in box braids in your entire life?
I don't think so, no. She's always got a full blowout.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she had in the original video. Her hair was like blowing. It was silky.
Yeah.
This, she had box braids, a chain, a cowboy hat. It was in a club. There was like bottle service. It was
I think
I
see what they're trying to do.
Exactly. And I mean, I think it fits the song better, but also I just thought it was a little hand-fisted.
Yeah.
But I mean, essentially, I think the remix is just beautiful and lovely and feels more personable than the original version, which I think is just a song. That's
kind of how I feel. I felt like the remix had a point of view and the original is pretty but a little anemic. Like, it's nice, but it's, I don't know.
I mean, I love the Rainbow album, and I never had anything against the song. It's kind of like it's benefited by the fact that it's like the final song on the album, and that, you know, you're just like, okay, like lots of people at the time, you do a little ballad at the end. Yeah. Bye, get out of there. Right. Like, it's fine.
Right.
But then she made it a single, which I think is confusing. But the remix, I think, like, gives it new life.
I have a question about how the remix was released, because when I heard it today, I looked it up and it appeared as the final track on Joe's album. Was that how
makes sense.
it was? Do you know if that's how it was like sold?
No, actually, there's a popular Joe song. It's like, I wanna know what turns you on. I wanna know. I wanna know. No? Okay.
I don't think I know it. Well, I mean, I said I heard Joe today for the first time, so I probably don't know it.
Well, that's like probably his
song.
Yeah, it's like one of his most
Maybe
popular.
it's one of the ones that I would know if I heard it, but not.
But that's the song that was released like a couple of months after this remix came out.
Okay.
So I think it was just what you did. That song was popular. Put it on your album.
Yeah.
That was just what it was.
Okay.
But yeah.
Got it. Okay. It's great. Yeah. It's super groovy. It's
Great
super
vocals.
like, it just feels good to listen to.
Exactly. It was like, as soon as it starts, you're just like, okay, you're like in a world.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know if the 98 Degrees one.
Yeah. It doesn't quite
doesn't do
transport
anything.
you. Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, remixes.
Mother. I'm editing myself.
Yes. I kind of want to repeat this topic someday. Now that we got talking about it, I'm like, oh, there's more to talk about here. Okay. Well, for now though, we'll leave it there. And we will move into the demos portion of Demos on the Radio.
Oh yeah. Oonce, oonce, oonce.
I am going to be discussing a demo that I dug up off my desktop.
Okay.
Because I didn't work on music a ton this month, and so I was like, oh fuck, let's
I made my decision
let's chat about something.
this morning.
Yeah.
So.
But I do want to talk about music that I've already made and that is out there and listenable. So this is a good like way to push maybe our 6 listeners to hear something that is
I'm going to do that for next time.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So this is the demo for a song called Bleach Brain.
I know that one.
Came off my last record that I put out in this last June, I think, or so. It was just the All My Knives self-titled album. And Bleach Brain, I think, is like track number 6 or something on there. And this is one of those songs. It's a very short demo. You can hear me kind of having some initial ideas of how the lyrics should flow, but there's parts where I just kind of like fumble and like make up, I'll figure this out later. And it definitely is one of those songs that like when my family or friends that don't really listen to make music or listen to experimental music hear it, they're like, oh, cool. This is music.
Oh my
God.
God.
Like I like, that's a guitar. I think the guitar sounds good. That's cool.
I know that vibe.
You're so creative.
I know that vibe. Yeah.
This is one of those.
I love that. I love that. That's so funny.
Yeah. Which I really love.
It's fun.
So get ready for Bleach Brain.
Oh yeah. I'm excited.
Guess I just need some more pain, please. And I guess I just need some more. Guess I just need some more pain, please. And I guess I just need some more. I don't wanna get better bad enough, and I guess I'm just lazy. Got that bleach brain freeze, and I got I need some more pain, please.
And that's it.
Oh snap. Oh my God. I was like a hit clip.
Yeah, it's barely anything. I mean, there's stuff happening, but it's
There's
like
stuff happening. It's funny, like, because I know the song,
final, yeah.
So it's just like it's funny hearing it like start like that.
Now the final version of this song actually has like a kind of an extended guitar like intro,
Yeah.
and it has the previous song is like a little interlude that like bleeds into it, so it kind of does the exact opposite
Yeah.
of this. But yeah, this is a song that grew very organically. I love the way it turned out. I think
too.
the demo compared to the final is like one of those examples of like really beautiful growth.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I'm glad you agree. Because this one is just kind of like a mean little thing. The final one, it's definitely like a kind of it's not a super happy song, but it has moments of kind of like sparkly prettiness to round out the like gurgling.
I love the way the final version starts with the guitar part.
Yeah. The thing that I realized in this is that it has almost no recognizable guitar in the demo, and I wanted there to be a little bit of recognizable instrumentation, because this one is kind of like you can barely maybe tell there's guitar in it.
Yeah.
And the final version has much more of a structure. Yeah. This is one of the songs that I feel like I actually used reverb effectively on in the final version.
Yeah.
Which I usually feel like that's a plugin we've talked about before that I feel like I'm struggling with.
Yeah. I thought it was super interesting hearing how that song started. I think it like, I actually like, I mean, I've already respected you a lot, but it just like it helps me to like tap into your mind. I feel like you have a kind of like clarity about what you're doing that I think is really cool.
Thank you. I'm glad you think I do.
Well, I just mean like that what you played here is so different than what it ended up being.
Yeah.
That I think it's cool that you, I don't know, I feel like my own music, I like compose it in a very like linear sort of beginning to end kind of way. I'm like, once I get this beginning part nailed down, everything has to respond to that and build from that.
Right.
But I feel like you're like, instead of going like, horizontal, you're going like vertical.
Kinda, yeah.
You're like building on like every part is up for grabs to be like changed or like developed.
Yeah.
Whereas I like nail things down and keep it moving from there.
Right. Yeah. Even more than vertical, I feel like I'm growing in any direction. I'm like adding sticky notes around depending on where it needs to go.
That's but like I like me here, like I would be overwhelmed. Like in my head, I can't believe that you turned that into what it turned into, because in my head I'd be like, there's so much
too much to change.
Not that you have to, but you did.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly.
And so to go from that to that, I'm like, I'd like Apple pinwheel, like thinking about making that much change.
Yeah, no, I think that's why. Me too. Okay. If you gave me these two things and I didn't make them, and you're like, make this into that, I would have a breakdown, because it was not a like. It rarely is for me a will driven, like I need this to sound like this. It's it's very like intuitive, and so like it's the way that like things get built, kind of like one little stone and leaf at a time. It's not like a final marble thing. It's just like piecing things together slowly. But the way I do it, the only way I do it and I don't go insane, is I listen to it and I'm like, okay, what is the thing that I like in this, that like more than anything that doesn't need to change today? What is the thing that does not need to change? From this demo, I can tell it was the weird like glitching out like sound of like something kind of repeating and gurgling, and that is coming from my favorite plugin, which is called Beat Repeat, which is an Ableton stock plugin. It comes with the program, and what it does is like you feed it any sound, and then you give it like certain instructions of like, okay, the first quarter note of this sound, I want you to repeat it for like 8 bars, and then keep playing the sound. But you can like fuck it up such that it like makes it unrecognizable, basically. And that's basically what I'm doing here to like a guitar.
Okay.
And so then from there I go like, okay, I like this 80s like kick drum that's in the background. Let's make sure that the beat lines up with that, and then I'll fix that. And it just kind of builds slowly from that, like one little choice at a time.
Got it.
And I think this is another case of like I had the lyric "Bleach Brain Freeze."
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know
What
what
does that mean?
That was something that I wrote down when I was trying to describe what it felt like to have like kind of an anxiety spiral of like so many thoughts at once that they're all colliding and it sucks. Mm-hmm. And it's like when you have brain freezes, that like pain in your forehead.
Yeah.
But it feels like you're a computer that's just like flickering between thoughts and it can't move past those two.
God.
And so that's what I liked, the like when I had that like guitar sound, that like chopped stuttering thing. I was like, that's what that sounds like. That sounds like Bleach Brain Freeze, when you're having thoughts that just like you're like flickering between them, but you're not thinking them through.
Oh, that's cool.
So then I picked that as the title, and then I kept going. And it's a bleak song. It's like, it's kind of like getting mad at yourself for being anxious, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
That's essentially like the mood of this song is the like,
just need some more pain.
Exactly. I guess I just need some more pain, please. I guess I just need some more. Where you're like, I could let this go. I should be able to let this go, but I can't let this go. I'm going to keep like glitching on this stupid thing.
God.
That's what this song's about. Much. Yeah. I think everyone probably has pockets of that sometimes. And like being like, why can't I just get over this stupid thing? Or like, why can't I just function?
Isn't it wild how much, like, you know, we like to believe we have so much power, especially over our own lives. Yeah. But sometimes it can be like sometimes you're fighting against your own brain. Your own brain,
yeah.
Like, aren't we supposed to be working together here? What's going on?
Exactly.
Why are you trying to kill me?
Right.
Like,
that's what the feeling is. Exactly. It's being like, wait, I'm not picking this. I don't like these thoughts. I don't want these thoughts, but they're here, and like I have to deal with them. And so that's why the whole thing sounds like it's shredding itself.
Yeah, I think that comes across really well. Well, have you heard the song? Yeah. No. Okay, so you have to hear it. Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny when I send it to the mastering engineer, he's like, the first time I played it to work on it, I got scared because I thought my machines were breaking.
Amazing. Incredible. Put that on the back of the book.
Exactly. Anyway, that's Bleach Brain. I don't know if I have a lot more to say about it.
It's a sick song. Everybody go stream it right now.
Thank you. It's one of my favorite songs I've ever made, even though it's also one of the ones that I never show people, because I think it is, like I was saying, one of those ones that's like, you're only going to like this if you like experimental weird shit.
Yeah. I mean, you know what's funny is like, well, maybe there's more experimental things on the project.
Yeah, I agree. I think so.
So I feel like that one, to me, it's like one of the, I mean, for you, it's like one of the,
for me, it's a pop song.
That's what I was going to say. It's like one of the poppier ones, you know?
It is. I was so happy when you loved it, because it's one of the ones that I feel like it's like My Ugly Dog.
Oh,
that when someone else says, "Oh, your dog is so cute," I'm like, really? You think? I mean, it's not, but thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. See, that's, you know, I get you.
Yes, you do.
That's cool.
Bleach Brain. We'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Listen to the final version, please.
Yes, do it right now.
It's worth your time. And it's your turn.
Okay.
Set up your demo for us, please.
All right. Continuing the series of sort of navel-gazing, circle jerking. This is the demo that I'm showing is called Extrapolations, and it's featuring one of my favorite artists.
Yes.
All My Knives.
That's me.
I haven't touched this song in, I don't know, a year. I don't think I've touched it since I put your vocals on it.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I was originally going to be like, let me like put this through Melodyne because, you know, my vocals are my vocals. They're my vocals. And there's like a tight-throated nasally thing.
Okay.
That's happening in the vocals that I wanted to tweak, but I was just like, meh. We're doing demos, okay?
Sure.
We're doing demos.
I love you for that. I support you for that. This is not about finished things.
Yes. So it's a song that I'm like, I still, even with like the janky vocals, I still listen to, and I'm like, this is one of my favorites on this like project.
Oh,
like,
that's great.
And you know, that's saying something because I can't really stand my singing voice these days. But like when I'm trying to like, you know, write things and cut back, like, you know, holding notes.
Yeah.
I'm still like, I can't let this one go. I need to make the vocals sound right because this is one of like my favorite like arrangements.
Yeah. Let's play Extrapolations.
Extrapolations.
Extrapolations of you. Don't know who you are, never get far. Constantly dreaming. No deeper meaning, ended up screaming. Toxic excuse. Know it so well, know it won't sell. What could it be? It ended up seeing.
Extrapolations of you. Don't know who you are, never get far. Always concealing, fighting the feeling like I'm not the future, I'm just today. How about I get out of my own way? Like smoke escaping from its own flame. I let the wind just carry me away.
Extrapolations, know who you are, never give up. Constantly dreaming, no deeper meaning, ended up screaming. Toxic excuse, know it so well, know it won't sell. What could it be? Ended up seeing, leaving it screaming.
Okay, you guys, that was Extrapolations.
That was Extrapolations.
Featuring one of my favorite artists ever.
That's me. So Torraine and I worked on this for a little bit. I think we went back and forth a couple of times, but some of the things I love, I'll just list things I love. I love the way you like cut up the voices and my part and like had to repeat, because I initially kind of just had my own stuff in the middle and like was content for it to stay there, but you moved it all around, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think it has a great, like, this is one of those songs that has an atmosphere that like feels like a bath, and it's just like you can really live in this song. It doesn't always, it's one of those like ones that you want to have like on a repeat just because it feels so good to be in it.
I've done that. I've done that.
I also love the beat at the end. Like it goes from sort of more of an amorphous thing to something with a real groove to it. It sounds good on the speakers too. I just love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. What do you want to say about it?
Usually I am like, I'm like, oh God, I have to play something. And I'm like, I can hear all the like notes. And I have notes about this too.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. For some reason, there's something about this song specifically. And there's not a ton. Like, I have like a million unreleased songs that I've been working on for years. And when I listen to a lot of them, I just hear work.
Okay.
I hear the things that I have to put in to make them sound how I want them to sound. And for some reason with this one, every time I hear it, I approach it as if it's like not my song or something.
Interesting.
I kind
Okay.
of just like enjoy it, even though I have notes about what I want to fix.
Yeah.
It's like one of those ones that I actually enjoy.
Yeah.
Which is weird for me.
Yeah.
As Knives was saying, this was like originally when I wrote it, it was supposed to be like a short little thing. The structure was supposed to be a little like, it was supposed to be one of those types of songs where, you just repeat the one verse.
Yeah.
Like a couple of times, and then like the production changes around it. I think like Charlie does this sometimes. That's what originally what it was. So originally when I reached out to you, my original idea was just to like sang the part that I already sang.
Yeah.
I think maybe I left it open for you to do whatever, but you had this like vocal melody that I really enjoyed, and I was like, I was like, do more of that. Like write more, because I really like that melody. And I when I heard it, I was like, I want to sing that.
Oh, good.
And I just felt like when I heard that, I was like, okay, we need to extrapolate this
yes,
more. You know?
Yes. I think the direction you gave me was there's this first part that I want you to sing as I've written it, which is the extrapolations of you part. And then there's a second bar where you can do what you want. And I wrote what I wanted there, which is that melody.
And he fucking killed it. And I was like, oh, we need more of that.
And then, yeah, you had me like keep going. And so I added a little bit more, which I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Because when I listened to the version that I first sent you back, I was like, oh yeah, it's too short. It needs another little thing.
And I'm really happy. Like we both work really slowly.
Yeah.
So like, you know, from the time that I sent you the song till you sent me a verse until you sent me the rewrite, I don't know,
6 months.
Yeah,
maybe.
probably longer than that.
Yeah.
But like, it was somewhere. It was like a long time.
Yeah.
And the song's still not done. I haven't touched it since last year.
Yeah.
So like, you know, it'll be out eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just something about it feels good. The okay, I'll explain the song Inspiration. Similarly, I mean, you know, we're us, so you know, we write the things we write about.
Yeah.
Can't control it.
Right.
But it's
You were really happy that day.
yeah, exactly. The song is about, and you know, surprise, surprise, an overactive brain. It's sort of about the idea of like, you know, I can't ever like be in the moment because the moment is not where I see my what my life should be. So everything that's not like at this goal is just like things I have to muddle through, get in the way. And it becomes to the point where, well, the song is like, I can't enjoy any step, even the steps along the way to get towards something. I'm like, I can't be like, oh, yay, this is a step. I'm like, okay, yeah, all right. So we're getting closer. It's not even like a, yay, look, you did this thing.
Right.
It's like, all right, yep, I should be past that. Yep, that's all right. All
Got
right,
it.
I hit this point. Okay, good. My moving on.
Right.
It's not like a celebration or even an acknowledgement.
Right.
It doesn't even feel like an achievement. It just feels like obligatory.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's like, oh, yeah, I did this cool thing. That's going to get me towards my actual goal.
Right. Right.
And so it like the concept of extrapolations, it's just like, I can only see this for what it should be.
Yeah.
And not what it is, you know?
Yeah.
And how that can like suck the joy out of anything in life.
Yeah.
If it's like, if I don't hit the moon, then everything else is disappointing.
Yeah. Yep.
If you're like too goal oriented,
Right.
It's like
exactly.
you won't know what that conversation will turn into if you won't allow the conversation
to unfold. Exactly. That's a good way to put it. Yes.
But yeah, that's essentially what the song is about.
Cool.
And I don't know. I really love it. The notes that I have about my own production is I wanted like some like I wanted to feel like delicate for most of the song.
Okay.
And have like a soft touch and just be like a thing that's like, you know, like we were saying, like live in it. I feel like, you know, this is like a sort of like 3-dimensional space that it has coloring and shape to it. I'm struggling with like, there are certain things in this song that I think are represented really well in like, you know, a good headphone. And I always struggle with how to make those things like present in like a speaker or something like that without, you know, ruining like the delicate touch. Because sometimes if you like mix something for a speaker, it's like, it's too much in a headphone.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do those types of mixes where it works in both spaces.
Yeah.
Like I know those are like, you know, that's a higher pay grade than me.
I agree. I also feel very inexpert
Inexpert.
in that domain.
What were your notes about?
So my main note involves just low end in this song. It's very low end heavy, and also my voice tends to be. And so I think my voice in particular is fighting a little bit with the low end in the mix. And I remember in the original clip that I sent you, I for a section applied a high pass filter to the song itself to kind of make some room.
I see.
And that's something that I would consider trying.
Okay.
Maybe not throughout the whole thing. I also think I've given you this note before on it, but I stand by it. I'm not going to be mean, but I think the song would be very improved by just fully removing the double under your vocal, which I know is just pitched your vocal. Or is it?
Yeah, it's pitched down.
Okay.
For the folks who don't produce,
Yeah.
does that mean that you added like a lower layer of your voice?
No, I digitally go in and
Make it lower.
Lower the octave.
But it is a layer. So she has
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a doubled vocal there, but it's the same
It's the
take.
same take. Yeah. To me, I think it's hurting more than it's helping. But
I don't think you understand how teeny tiny my voice sounds without that there.
But let's find another solution then. What if you record the song again, another take of that and layer it so that way it's the same pitch?
Okay.
Because the pitch is what's throwing me off. I'm
Yeah.
it feels like it's wrong here.
Yeah. Sure.
Thinness we can deal with.
Yeah.
And the reason it feels wrong, I think, it's just because it's already such a low end song, and I'm adding another low end thing.
I see where. Yeah, I get
is
what you mean.
I think causing some issues, but the everything else around it, those are my only notes is low end notes.
Maybe I should just have Joe and 98 Degrees come in there so I can have some of that, male harmony type of thing. I'll see what they're doing, I guess.
This is one that I really want. I'm gonna push you on the mix because it's a great song, and I want it to be everything. Obviously, it's your song. I'm not getting any sort of final say, but I'm going to push you on it.
I'll allow the push. I'm willing to try it.
Yeah.
I really do love the song, and I want it to be what it should be.
Yeah. I think it's beautiful, and it's so close.
Okay, fine.
All right, let's wrap up the show today, episode 5, by discussing what we have been listening to.
I've been listening to a lot of this electronic DJ producer called Fred Again.
Oh, that's a name I've seen everywhere, and I have never heard a song.
Same,
Okay.
until recently.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fred Again.
I'm listening to their most recent project.
Okay.
It's kind of chill house music.
Okay.
It's not all chill, but it's more chill than other house music that I've heard. And then the other person who I'm kind of really, 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 really obsessed with. And I said I was going to look up the pronunciation of his name before, and I forgot. So this is the one time I'm not prepared.
Yeah.
Sam Gellatree.
Another one I've heard of, and I don't think I know his music. Yeah.
Yeah. He's it's electronic, but I wouldn't different types of electronic.
Okay.
I couldn't even put my finger on what it is, but I've heard of his name because there's a few indie-ish pop girlies who I like, who have had collaborations with him, and they all hit really hard.
Yeah.
And they're very different artists.
Yeah.
So I'm okay, I was growing a respect just from seeing his name associated with those people.
Got
but
it,
since
okay.
I'm all this all this electronic stuff now, I was I think it's time to get into it. And
Cool.
he's so fucking talented. Such interesting ideas. There's a song or two that I want to send to you that I'm this is unique.
Yeah. Oh, great. I'm always down for something unique. Sam Gellatree. Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah. I don't know, but I assume. Apologies if it's not.
Apologies.
All right. I think I've scrounged up an answer. Actually, there's two things I've been listening to. I'm trying to pick which one is more.
I could do both.
You know what? I'll do both, and I'll cut it in post. The first one. The first one I've been listening to because I was needing to do some work to earn like my day job. I was doing my day job, which is design work, and I needed something to just plug in, and I did not want to be distracted, but I didn't want silence. And so I went to my good friend, Brian Eno.
Oh.
Who I
love Brian Eno.
Yes. Is one of perhaps the most influential producers to me that I can think of. And he's got a ton of great ambient music, but I just pressed play on like one of his most recent releases, which was a soundtrack for a TV show I don't watch.
Okay.
He is still working and also making incredible stuff.
Okay. I love that. I love that. I didn't even know he was still working.
Nope. He's very much still working. He produced a soundtrack for a TV show, a Netflix show called Top Boy, which if I can find one of those, it's a good day. But
I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know what that means.
I can neither confirm nor deny if I know what a Top Boy is. Okay. But I can confirm that I am one. No.
Okay.
And I've never seen the show, but the music that he produced for it is so beautiful. And like coming back to the word sinister for some reason, it's just like, I love having it on when I'm working because it feels like it's interesting enough to keep me like alert, but it's quiet. It's in the background. It's always like someone holding a gun to the back of your head while you're doing your job, and you're like, okay, I'm focused.
Okay, that makes sense for you, I guess.
No, it's a lot. It's not quite that
only
violent.
he would describe that as a positive.
As a positive thing. Work music, right? People? Yeah. So the Top Boy soundtrack is what I've been listening to. The other thing that I'll say quickly, I really love Ethel Cain's new album, Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You. And I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
But that's our show for today.
Look at that. Can you believe it?
Episode 5.
I'm All My Knives, and you are
Torraine Futurum.
And yeah.
And you can listen to her song Bleach Brain out now.
Oh my God. We're going to confuse like SEO.
Yeah.
Right now. You're not going to be able to find anything.
Should we do a proper outro again? Should we?
No.
Okay.
You know where to find us. I'm Torraine Futurum.
And I'm All My Knives.
Okay, bye. Have fun. I'm so prepared. Like,
yeah, Torraine.
I'm carrying this show on my back.
Yeah. Torraine's preparedness today has sent Willa and I into a spiral. Really, mostly me.
God.